Yo, so I just bought a house for $750. No down payment, no credit approval, no W-2s, no check stubs, none of that. And if you stick with me to the end, I'm gonna share with you guys a list that we've been pulling to find more opportunities just like that. In the past 2 weeks, we picked up 3 deals just like that with only $4,000 out of our pocket. They probably ain't got the right people helping them.
I got ready for the time I was 31. Here's the best advice I give my teenage friends. It was easy. What can I tell you? It was hard? No, it was easy.
I ain't getting enough sleep last night, so first I gotta give me some coffee. So here's how we got that deal. First of all, we pulled the list that I'm gonna reveal to you at the end of this video, and we were able to contact and negotiate with a seller who lives overseas. So he's living overseas for a work assignment, and his wife actually lives on the West Coast. The property has just been sitting there vacant for almost about a year. So after doing a little more digging, we noticed that the seller tried to sell the property before, but no luck when they had it on the market with the realtor. And what we've concluded is that they weren't able to sell it because it still needed some fixing up to do for a lender to actually approve the property. And the sellers have not put any more work or fixed the things that needed to be fixed for the lender to approve it. So they were kind of left with a cash option. And of course, no cash buyers would buy it at the price they needed to sell it at because they didn't have enough equity. So that's when we actually offered the seller to take over on their mortgage payments. We call this a subject to strategy. And if you're not familiar with how a subject to works, check out one of my previous videos where I break down exactly how to pull those off. In the meantime, I gotta send a few emails and then I'll take you over to the house. So 3 quick tips to help you convert more of your leads and close more deals. Number 1 is motivation before money. Before you start talking any numbers, asking price, negotiating about price, you wanna find out the seller's real motivation, because if there is no motivation, chances are there isn't a deal. Number 2 is you want to seek to understand before being understood. What this means that listen more than you talk, okay? Hear the seller out, because a lot of times you can talk yourself out of deals. Ask me how I know. And number 3, last but not least, probably the most powerful, guys, is you wanna consult over negotiate. Don't be on the opposite side of the seller. You wanna work with the seller. What does that look like? Hey, Mr. Seller, how can we make this work? All right, so just change your mentality as far as negotiating with the seller to working with the seller. You'll find out a lot more sellers will work with. Black Tart, opportunity. So I think they should be done in like 2 weeks, real quick, in and out. Now, how you feel about these bushes? I think they ugly as shit. I hate them. I feel like they blocked the whole house. What you think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Get rid of the bushes or not? Get rid of the bushes? So it's like a U-shaped driveway, and the bushes kind of like, they cover up the house. This is what I'm thinking. And I'm no landscaper, but I'm thinking cut the bushes down and maybe put just some mulch there and just line this with flowers. I think it'll look way better. What y'all think? I'm gonna ask Renee and tell him to do it. I already know what he's gonna say. I don't know, boss. It's a lot of work. That's his favorite line. Everything's a lot of work. See what Renee talking about. Renee! Hey! Renee! Hello! What's going on? It's the owner.
What?
The owner. Hey!
I need to stop at my floor.
Oh!
Yeah, you owe me for that.
I owe you for that.
Yeah. That's door.
Oh yeah. It didn't have doors, huh?
I'm not gonna hold my door.
You got jamming?
Yeah.
How long you think it's gonna take us? Okay, about a week. We got another 2-bed, 2-bath that we should be closing on like in a week. We don't like paying mortgages on vacant houses. Man, look. He told me that you asked about it.
I can clean it.
Man, you know anything about pools, Renee?
I know, but I can learn.
You can learn? What would you charge us to do that? We already reached out to a pool guy. Matter of fact, I'm glad you reminded me, because the pool guy told me to take a picture. What you think you could clean this thing out for?
You put the price, because I don't know about this. But tell you how much they charge you. I charge you about $200-300 less.
Let me tell Tasha to text me over the quote from the guy. Hey, babe, you mind sending me over that quote from the pool guy? I want to show Renee, because he wants to take on the pool job. So send me over the quote that the pool guy gave us. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So remember, there's an existing loan balance on the property, so we have a mortgage to pay every single month. So we wanna get in and out of this property as fast as possible. One of the first things that we're doing in this property is that we're painting the whole inside. Contractors have already painted it. We're going with like this cool gray. Grays are hip, grays are what's in right now, all right? That's gonna cost us $4,500 to repaint the whole interior of the house. The next thing that we're gonna be doing is landscaping. This consists of chopping down all the trees, trimming them up, pressure washing all the driveway, the house, the whole perimeter around the pool, and anything else that needs to be taken care of. And also some nice, like mulch and flowers. That's gonna cost us $600 for that. Then we actually have the pool. Y'all saw the pool, it was pretty nasty. The pool, we got a quote from a pool guy that's gonna cost us $900 to completely drain it, clean it, fill it back up. However, my contractor, he wants to jump on that job, and he's willing to give us a $300 discount from the bid we got. So that's gonna cost us $600 to get this pool icy blue. And last but not least is the trimming on the doors and new doors. All of that is gonna cost about $1,000. So it's gonna be nice. After it's all fixed up and we get somebody in here, we're projected to make about $500 a month in positive cash flow. And we plan to make around $200,000 on this one deal over the next 30 years by selling the property on terms. Yes, sir, how you doing? How can I help?
I'm good. Got neighbors concerned because I guess they don't know you from the area.
Okay.
And what's your name?
My name's Brian.
Brian?
Yeah.
Brian what?
Irigbu. Irigbu.
Aribu? I'm sorry. Say it again.
Irigbu.
Irigbu. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You don't mind, and nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, we doing good deeds over here, man. We revitalizing the community. These trying, okay. At least. These ran down houses, man. You already know it's prime place for violence, drugs, people to get raped. Okay. Yeah, because it's been vacant for like a year. So.
Okay. So y'all buying it and you're gonna build it up and sell it to somebody else, or?
Yeah, or rent it. I mean, we're not positive yet, but that's what we do. We buy and sell probably about 80 houses a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you find these random houses? Through taxes or what?
This actually was a referral from a frat brother. One of my frat brothers, his brother is in the military. He's out of the country. Yeah.
Right. Well, y'all be careful, man. All right.
Dang, the ops hating on me, man. I can't own a house. Do I look like I can't buy houses? I almost forgot. Big shout out to turboskip.com for being a premier skip trace company and providing us with high quality data and finding gems just like this. It's been a game changer for us in our business to be able to get correct phone numbers and get in contact with sellers that no other investors can get in contact with. Another investor would have picked this up if, of course, they could get in contact with the seller. All right, guys, so I'm gonna keep you guys posted on the progress of this project. The list we've been pulling has been smoking hot and giving us deals like this back to back the last couple of months. But first, gotta go check out a property. Looks like we might have a potential deal on our hands, so y'all come check it out with us. Yeah, this looks like a maze. I don't even know where the front entrance is. Let's try this side. Guys, quick tip, just like you don't wanna buy a house that's across the street from a graveyard or next to a club, try to avoid properties with weird layouts or is super abnormal and it's like the only house like that on the block. A lot of times they're tough to resell. Looks like a dungeon. It works. Social distancing. Quick tip, guys. Anytime you go knock on somebody's door and they don't know you, after you knock on the door, ring the doorbell, back up, all right, and give them some space so they don't feel like you're empowering or dominant over them. It makes people feel a lot more comfortable. Another thing, if there's steps in the front door, it actually works really well if you take a few steps down, you know, and possibly turn your back. It gets people off guard. It makes them feel a little bit more comfortable. It's Brian, the guy next door, your neighbor.
I saw you in my driveway.
Sir?
I saw you in my driveway.
Yeah, so
You were walking near my vehicle.
yeah, I was trying to knock on the door. My contractor said your wife came to the house the other day and was interested in possibly selling.
No one came to this house.
Okay. So, whatever. All right, guys, so let's get to it. To pull this list, we're gonna use a software called Propstream, and I hope you've heard of Propstream. If not, you're really missing out, but it's okay, I got you guys covered. Since I very first started in 2014, this has revolutionized my whole business. And good news is, guys, I've teamed up with Propstream to get you guys a free trial. You know, I got y'all covered. So all you guys have to do is just sign up to Propstream with the link in the description and you guys will get your free trial. All right, so Propstream is very, very easy to use and user friendly. The very first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go up here and we're gonna choose a county. When you're choosing a county, make sure you put the whole county, a comma, then the state, or it's not gonna pull up. And if the list becomes too large for you and you don't wanna work with such a large list, you don't have to do a county. It also allows you to search by zip codes and cities as well. So you don't have to do a whole county, but we're gonna do a whole county because we like to go big or go home with our lists. All right, we want to market to as many people as possible and get our message out. So notice that it shows you how many properties fit this description, which is no description at the moment. It's just the whole Dallas County. There's 732,000 properties. That's quite a lot. But what we want to do is we want to target a specific list. Now, as you guys know, what has happened is that there was a moratorium that the president issued for evictions and for foreclosures, meaning that homeowners that had a tenant in their property, the tenant or the actual owner finance buyer of the property is able to stay in the property without paying, and they can't evict them and they can't foreclose. And guys, this can get very uncomfortable very fast. So you guys see where I'm going with it, right? So how do we find people that are in that situation? Very first thing is we want to click here. Let me back up. Filter. After you've selected your county or city or zip code. Owner occupied, no. So we don't want people that live in the property. The property is not owner occupied. Okay. So the occupancy status, we don't care. We don't care if it's vacant or if it's occupied, because if it's vacant, that's great. because of the filters you're going to see us put in. That's great. But if it's occupied, there's a high likelihood that they have someone in the property that has not been paying. And that's not good for anyone. So property characteristics, we want to stick to single family, condos, multifamily 2 to 4. Okay. Basically all of this is residential. So we want residential is what we're going to be focusing on. All right. Next, MLS status. We're not going to touch that because even if it's on the market, it could be a great deal, guys. In this video that you guys traveled with me from, I told you guys we picked up 3 sub 2 properties in the last 3 weeks. Well, the one that I showed you guys today, it actually was on the market. So we don't want to take out those properties on the market. Ownership info. This is very important because somebody cannot live in a property and it can be vacant, but it can be like that because it was a fix and flip property. It could have been an investor that purchased the property and looking to resell it. So what we want to do is we want to try to not target them and get them out of the way. So what we want to do is years of ownership. We want to put at least 3 years of ownership, and watch what you're going to see here, the difference on the count. Because we don't want anyone that purchased the property and the only reason it's vacant is because it was a fix and flip. So it's 111,346. But let's look if you take that off. Let's see if it shoots up. Wow. So that was almost like a 30,000 count jump. So this shows you how active this market is and how many people are just in and out of properties. Quick turnarounds. So we want to focus on at least 3 years of ownership. And it gives us an update in the top right hand corner as far as all of our filters. Okay. Next thing, which is the most important, not this one. So we want to make sure it's individual. We don't want to target anything else. Trust are set up for anonymity. We don't want to try to be finding LLCs right now. Okay. This right here is the most important part, guys. What we want to do is we want to find people that have at least one mortgage on the property. So let's recap. We have someone that owns a property, but they're not living in it. Potentially they have a tenant in there that's not paying on it, but they have a mortgage. So who's left paying that mortgage? This owner that's living in another property that 9 times out of 10, they have a mortgage that they're already paying on. So this can get really ugly and really financially stressful for the average individual. So this is our list. Notice if we come over here, we have 21,000 people on this list. Now, if this list is too large for you, the good thing about Propstream, guys, though, is that it's not like ListSource where you have to pay every time you put a list. Just with the membership, you can download thousands and thousands of records every single month. So it has cut our marketing costs in half by not having to go and pay ListSource for lists. But if this list is too large for you, you can always come back here and just search it by your city or by your zip code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close it. I'm going to click right here, unique properties. Okay. I'm going to add to list. Okay. I'm going to say okay. Create new list. All right. And it's going to be my Dallas County, Texas. Absentee with mortgage. And I'm just going to date it. 10/6/20. Alright, I'm going to save that right here. Okay, so after I do this, I'm going to show you guys how to use this. It's real simple how we export this. Alright, so we're going to close it. We're going to go right here to My Properties. We're going to go to Dallas County Absentee with Mortgage. We click this button right here. And now we can export this list. Give it a few seconds. So we have the file right here that has been downloaded. Go ahead and open this. Get to. All right, so guys, this is exciting. So look, now we got our list. Have quite a bit of records here, about 21,000. All right. So as you guys know, we definitely want to clean this up for skip tracing. You can do that really fast by basically, let's see, where's our mailing address? Let's see. So what we're going to do right here is we don't need all of this. So we don't need owner 2. We're going to delete that. We do want the mailing address, mailing a unit. We don't need that. We just need the owner's first name, their last name, their mailing address, the city, state, zip code, and that's it. All of this we do not need either. So we're going to clean this list up. Okay. So now we have a fresh file to market to, guys, and we're going to start reaching out to these people and see if they're interested in selling. There is going to be quite a few sellers on this list. Can't evict, they can't foreclose, and yet they have to come up with the money to pay that mortgage every single month. And these are the people who we're looking for. Guys, so use this list. This list has been very powerful for us. That's amazing. And this is the list that we've been using. And really just kind of leveraging what's been going on with the moratorium that the president issued and everything, and using that to our advantage. So a list like this, we would simply take this list, we would go upload it to turboskip.com, get us some great records after you guys sign up for Propstream, and start making offers. You'll be amazed at how many people tell you, I don't want the house, I don't need to walk away with anything, just take it, and hand you over the keys on great looking properties, guys. So hope this helps. If this was helpful to you guys in any way, please like the channel, share, subscribe. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video. Peace.